So it's been a bad week for Tommy Robinson. The Home Affairs correspondent Lizzie Dearden from The Independent released multiple stories about him and about the abuse that she suffered.
You claim you're very confident, that there are these 109 verses in the Quran that says kill the infidel wherever you find him. I said, no problem, let's meet and let's talk about these specific verses.
Then this all led up to May 2018, which was Day for Freedom, which is where Tommy and loads of other people from the international far right all spoke on stage. It was a huge crowd. Just talk us through what happened leading up to that event and then on the day. So it's been a bad week for Tommy Robinson. The Home Affairs correspondent Lizzie Dearden from The Independent released multiple stories about him and about the abuse that she suffered when he turned up at her house at 10 o'clock at night, threatened to call her husband a paedophile and said that he would come back every single night. And this has started a huge conversation online about the type of abuse that people have been on the receiving end from Tommy over the last few years. There's people who've been speaking out about it for the first time in the last couple of days. And one of the most shocking cases of this is something that happened in 2018 to Ali Dawa, who joins me here today. What was your first communication with Tommy?
Firstly, I want to thank you for having me here. I saw you last time a year ago. So the thing is with specifically Tom Robinson, I used to come across him on YouTube. So social media, especially with the far right and Britain First, going to specific Muslim communities and bullying individuals, things, oh, your book says this, your book says that, and these people don't really know what's going on, So I found that a bit irritating because I was like, okay, that's not really fair. And me, I don't like injustice done to anybody. I don't care if it's a Muslim or a non-Muslim. So I was keep watching these videos and I felt really irritated. I was like, come on, if we're gonna have a dialogue, let's have a discussion, And I think I tweeted him on Twitter, Tommy Robinson, and I said, look, let's have a dialogue. You claim you're very confident, that there are these 109 verses in the Quran that says kill the infidel wherever you find him. I said, no problem, let's meet and let's talk about these specific verses. And it's when he said that there was an attack in Manchester, the attack that happened in Manchester by one of these ISIS guys. And I'd done a separate video of Drake. So Drake he was in a concert and he said to somebody, take your scarf off. So I think he was talking to a Muslim girl in the crowd who has a hijab on. And I thought that's a bit disrespectful. So I done a video to Drake saying that, basically that's wrong, and etc. So he picked it up and merged the two. Yeah, and I was like, wow. So I said to the Muslim audience, guys, you shouldn't be going to these concerts anyways, yeah? Because there's all kind of things that are not permissible in Islam. So he got that and he said, look, he was warning people to not go to this certain event because he knew that some kind of attack was going to happen. So he merged the Manchester attack with the whole Drake thing, yeah? And he was calling me a jihadi. And I was like, what the hell? Like, how could you slander me like that? Because the thing is, you're putting my life in danger now. You've got a maniac crowd that's watching you, the far right, and we know what they could do. Now you're putting my life in danger. So I actually called Met Police.
Stating, and I think I heard you say, is it Jihadi Ali Dawa,
yeah,
is that right?
Yes, he's claimed...
This has caused people to think you were involved in the Manchester bombing, yeah?
Yes, and I will shoot this filthy mix if I ever had the chance.
Yeah, they should be with you within the hour, okay?
Right, okay.
Because you're getting serious threats.
So yeah, it just started from there, really, yeah.
And then this all led up to May 2018, which was Day for Freedom, which is where Tommy and loads of other people from the international far right all spoke on stage. It was a huge crowd. Just talk us through what happened leading up to that event and then on the day.
Yeah, so basically, I can remember I heard that there was a freedom of speech event happening, and there was a specific individual who was going to speak there as well. He's from a Sikh background, but he supports the far right, yeah? And the Sikh community have kind of said to him, look, we've got enough to do with him. However, when I heard as a Sikh he's going to be there, and I think I heard statements of, everyone, it's open to everyone. I thought, that's good, if it's open to everyone, I'm sure it's open to a Muslim as well, And I thought, I treated it a bit of like a social experiment, because I do social experiments every now and then. So I thought, let's see. Would they let me talk, yeah? So I think I got in contact with, what's her name?
Lucy?
Lucy. I got in contact with Lucy.
Caolan, George, Lucy, you come up here. I'll be honest, You see all this? You see the organisation for all this? The videos. None of this. And the people were thanking me. I had loads of people coming up saying thank you for the day. I didn't do anything. That's the truth. They done it all.
And I said, look, can I come? And then she was like, oh, that's a great idea. And I think she spoke to George, and then they would say, we'll confirm. But they said, why not? Yeah, because I think you guys genuinely believed what you had principles. You believed in the freedom of speech. So I thought I need to make a speech. Yeah, and I'm not really good at, I do a lot of YouTube videos. Yeah, but speaking where hundreds of people looking at you, it's not the same. Yeah, so I thought, okay, let me get the speech ready. So I called Mohammed Hijab, and we went to an internet cafe near his house, and then we were just putting this together, and then we wrote it all down. And I thought, to me, I was like, oh man, this is going to be, it's nerve-wracking, isn't it? So I thought, anyways, we'll go. And I thought, we're being invited. If we was not being invited, it's wrong for us to go there because it's a hostile environment. It's silly to go there and just, provoke, even though us being there might provoke people, but we was invited. So if we're invited, and I'm on the list, and there were some YouTube videos by some other people where my name was on the list, and I was like, but that's official. So me and Hijab, we walk. We went through the other side, and then we walked past. It was calm. I thought, just walking past the crowd, we would not make it alive to the other side, but it was okay. Some people were like, oh, that's Ali, oh, yeah. And I was like, yeah, I'm talking, and I was like, okay, I just ignored him. I just walked on, and then one of the security came, and he's like, Ali, what are you doing here? I was like, what do you want I'm doing? I'm invited. It's like being invited to a party, and someone telling you what you're doing here. And I said, I'm going to speak. They're like, no, you're not.
Wait, Ali, you're not talking today. You're not talking, are you? I spoke to Tommy. Tommy don't know nothing about it, okay? What's that?
I was like, yes, I am. And then you got someone else saying, I think Lucy was there. Lucy was like, no, he is. And they're just talking to each other. What's going on? And I started to realize there's an infight happening. There's a definite infight happening. So they said, wait here. Now, when you're making us wait behind the barriers, that's dangerous to us because we want to be at least in the barriers, yeah? And there's security, even though those security might be the same people who attacked us rather than protect us. So they said, wait here. We said, okay, we'll wait here. And then we're waiting, and we're not hearing nothing. From there onwards, I realized that basically, as far as I know, Tommy was told that basically, this was told to me directly, that if you let him speak, he's not going to leave that stage. Meaning he's going to go up, but he's not going to come down, yeah? And they said to him basically, you're not allowed to do that. So Tommy, obviously knowing, he had to throw people under the bus. And you can see that they were just, hostile. Everyone was hostile. We was having debates left, right, centre.
You've been fucking brainwashed. You've all been fucking brainwashed, right? There's no such thing as fucking religion. It's a made-up thing.
Because I was invited by Lucy and organising.
Come on, you're not wanted anywhere. I was invited. Come on.
They didn't like it, when things were turned back on them, because I was saying, look, you're calling me a paedophile, yeah? I'm so sorry, I'm not trying to be generalised here, but I said most paedophiles look like you, I'm so sorry, middle-aged white men. I'm not saying all of them, but I said, if you're going to use that on me, and then they didn't like that, so it was getting hostile. And and then from there onwards, what we saw was that basically I'm not allowed to come in. Now, that's well and good, but now when you're crowded, they're surrounding us, yeah? These thugs, they're drunk, they're shouting abuse, they're swearing. Now, how are you going to get out? You can't get out of there. You go, they're going to follow you. So yeah, they were just swearing at us, and Lucy just said to us, look, when I say 3, 2, 1, just go. Basically, you follow the security guard and just go. And I said, okay. I told the same to Hijab, and that's exactly what we did. But what I didn't realize is that as we're going, I'm thinking, okay, Hijab's behind me and we're going together. We're just getting out of here. I didn't know that the attack happened behind me because everyone's shouting anyways. So I went to the other side of the stage, and Hijab was being attacked on this side. I was just standing there, and I was just thinking, oh my gosh, man, I don't know if they have a knife, what were they going to do? But thank God the officers came and surrounded me and took me, Yeah, and that's what happened.
It's a crazy story because I can confirm you were invited right up until the moment that you turned up. You were on the list. Yeah. We really, really pushed for it. Yeah. I mean, for so long, people like Tommy have constantly pushed that the left are the real violent ones. Yes. It's Islamists, it's communists, it's Antifa. And